Rachel Reif reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, new information about why the Meijer in Escanaba was temporarily evacuated last night and why officials say there's no harm or danger. Plus, Innovation Week begins at Northern Michigan University. The session for inventors today, where one local artist shared his prototype. And an art gallery in Escanaba where the artists are kids, when you can check out the works at Holy Name Catholic School. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Another warmish day today. I saw a friend up in Eagle Harbor post on her Facebook page today that she was at the beach in February.
Swimming?
I don't think she was swimming, but even still, to be at the beach on February 21st, that's insane.
It is insane, especially with our highs yesterday. A lot of us seeing those temps in the 50s. Right now, though, we're mostly creeping on down into these upper 30s. Right now, the temp in Marquette around 39. And taking a look across the UP, yes, we do have some skiers out there on Marquette Mountain. We have no snow, no rain in the forecast for this evening, but we do have some fog that could be rolling in. I'll go over those details as well as our snow outlook coming up after the break.
Thank you very much, Air. No threat was found after the Escanaba Meijer was evacuated last night due to a gas smell. The strong smell was noticed by those inside the store around 10 o'clock. A Meijer team lead told WZMQ last night that he quickly evacuated all customers and employees from the building. Escanaba Public Safety and DTE Energy responded, and DTE determined the smell posed no danger. However, the store employee says responders were unsure of what caused the smell. Employees and customers were allowed back into the store just before midnight. Hundreds of creators, thinkers, and future entrepreneurs are gathered at Northern Michigan University this week to connect and share ideas. Innovation Week began today at a breakout session at Rippling River Resort in Marquette. A local artist and inventor presented a new product. He calls it the Crown Fire Tent. The year-round tent is just in the demo phase and is supported by 3 poles in the center, giving enough space to fit up to 15 people. The inventor says the goal is to make enjoying the outdoors even more comfortable.
You can decorate around this thing, you can build around it if you're going to be putting it out there permanently. It's a nice looking tent. I've heard the word elegant a number of times. You can have your own little private parties. It can be pouring down rain. It doesn't matter at all. And so it's very flexible.
Innovation Week continues tomorrow on NMU's campus with more breakout sessions like this one and the big pitch competition. We have more details at WZMQ19.com. And over on NMU's main campus, it was the Summer Career Day at the Northern Center, giving students a variety of industries to network with and opportunities to jump on. The U.S. National Guard, part-time summer camp employment, and jobs in nature conservation were just some of the places represented today. Recruiters say just being able to have that face-to-face conversation can help break down a lot of the stress when interviewing for a job.
I had the opportunity to go to career fairs, and I'm not even sure they were available back when I was going to school in '06. But it would have given you the foot in the door, the networking opportunities, being able to talk to law enforcement agents of Sheriff's Department or public safety, and be able to network outside of the classroom.
If you'd like more information on what opportunities and employers were at the career fair, we'll have a link on our website. Next Tuesday, a Delta County school is inviting the public to see its students' creativity. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons has the story.
Ruby Nyquist has been hard at work preparing for her school's art gallery next week.
This side of the earth is like all happy and sunny and stuff, shows the trees and how people recycle. And then this side is how people are destroying our earth by littering and leaving trash all over the place.
She also made a drawing to show her love for her school and this 3-dimensional piece.
This is my flower pot because I love plants and growing flowers.
The art gallery is part of Holy Name Catholic School's open house next Tuesday. Students have been creating in and out of the classroom all year long, utilizing a variety of mediums.
I think it shows our students' versatility, our various levels of talent, how they're able to express themselves using art.
The open house will also feature music and refreshments. Guests are encouraged to tour the school and to learn about Holy Name's new Welcome Scholarship.
It's $1,000 scholarships for new students. Any faith background are eligible. We'll have staff here to answer those questions, help with registration.
Ruby is excited for the opportunity to share her art with the community, as well as the lessons she's learned from her art teacher.
She teaches very well, and she's just shown all of our classes how art is really a virtue that God wants us to see.
And administrators hope the students' creativity and passion have an impact on visitors.
Holy Name is not just education, it's a way of life. We do present our faith, we have a classical curriculum, and we continue to grow and try to meet the needs both spiritually and physically of all the students.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
The Holy Name Catholic School Open House and Art Gallery will take place Tuesday, February 27th from 5:30 to 7:30. Dickinson Iron Communities That Care is teaming up with the Dickinson County Library to offer a new free educational program. The evidence-based program called Guiding Good Choices is for parents or any adults who work with youth ages 9 to 14. It aims to promote better educational outcomes for kids and strengthen family bonds. The program will meet for 2 hours on Wednesday nights for 5 weekly sessions. This is actually the first time in about 4 years the program will be offered face-to-face.
I'm going to move this once we go to Dickinson County. I'm going to do it the 5 weeks here, then take a 3-week break, and then I'm hoping to implement the same thing in Iron County at the Crystal Falls Library so that their community can also benefit from this.
Guiding Good Choices starts up next week. We have more details on the schedule and a link to sign up at WZMQ19.com. A foundation serving West Marquette County is lending a hand to nonprofits to get the resources that they need. The West End Health Foundation is opening its spring capital grant cycle soon, focused on equipment and physical needs of various organizations. The capital grants can range from $1,000 to $10,000, totaling around $50,000 to continue the foundation's mission of advancing health and wellness in Marquette County.
Supported first responders with Kevlar vests and helmets for their safety. We've supported AEDs. You know, these things that when people are developing a program that really is going to impact the health and wellness, and they say, you know what, this is one thing that I need.
The spring capital grant cycle opens March 1st and closes April 1st. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, another election cycle is upon us, but it seems a lot of federal lawmakers are stepping away. We're live in Washington tonight with just how many congressional members are calling it quits this year. And later, how you can get in touch with your local state lawmaker about issues in your hometown. We take a closer look at constituent services desks in Lansing. We're back in 2 minutes.
Shop hundreds of Lazy Boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. That's because at John's Auto, communication is the key to service. When we have your car, you can expect to be updated on what's going on. And Craig here will explain repairs in terms I even understand, and I'm only 9. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget, we're still your #1 source for a pre-owned vehicle in Marquette County.
John's Auto Marquette.
We have so many cool, diverse people from different backgrounds, different beliefs, different upbringings, and it just keeps growing.
The best thing you can be is underestimated. You know, catch them by surprise.
In real life, people think I'm a nut, but out here, I'm about to kill it.
A new season of Survivor premieres next Wednesday on CBS.
Home for CBS is WZMQ 19.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
To all the comforters, we're here for you. We see all the comfort you give, and we'd like to give some back to you, with a source of comfort for everyone. Experience the redesigned Serta Perfect Sleeper.
Save during the President's Day sale. Going on now. Shop chunks of Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
That sun is setting, and so are our temperatures. We are starting to cool on down, although some of us still really warm. Look at Iron Mountain, around 49 degrees with a little bit of sunshine there, as they will be seeing that sunset a little bit later than the rest of us. Taking a look at the almanac today, we did not break the record of 56, but it was another warm day with a high of about 47 out there at the National Weather Service, so about 20 degrees above average temperatures that we see. And yes, it has felt a lot like spring, but friends, we have about 27 days until it's officially spring on March 19th. But I said, you know what? I'm going to dress like spring today anyway. We've got some possible fog this evening into our morning, and then we are expecting on our Friday blustery conditions with some snow showers. Those are likely to start on Thursday night. I'll show you with the snow outlook in a minute. But look at these temperatures dropping down on Friday. That high around 15 to 30, the lows 5 to 15 degrees. So it's going to be chilly on Friday. We'll expect breezy conditions continuing on Saturday, but mostly sunny skies for our weekend. Maybe some chances of flurries in the afternoon. Right now, our winds are primarily coming out of the west. We'll continue with these into the evening with gusts maybe up to 15 or 20 miles an hour. But check this out. On Thursday evening around 9 p.m., we'll see those gusts really picking up. Ontonagon could see around 30 miles an hour. Everybody else a little bit less than that until Friday morning. Check this out. 8 a.m. northerly winds taking over. Eagle Harbor could see around 31. Marquette could see around 36 in those early morning hours, and then will slowly die down after that as far as those breezes are concerned for that day. All right, the snow outlook by Friday morning, we could have close to 1.6 inches here in Marquette, a little bit less there in Eagle Harbor, but those flurries are still a possibility again on our Saturday. Taking a look at precipitation right now, I know it looks like some rain showers, but friends, like I mentioned, we are expecting chances of patchy fog this evening. A lot of that activity is expected over in this eastern half of the UP as we make our way through our Wednesday evening into Thursday. We'll have mostly sunny skies till around 3 p.m. when some of those clouds are going to increase. It's going to stay mostly cloudy over here in the east half. And then Thursday evening, those snow showers starting to roll in, like I said, around 9, 10 o'clock in the evening. And then Friday morning, we'll have some flurries for the northern half, the majority of the northern half here, but could even extend down to Escanaba in those morning hours till everything kind of clears out after around 10, 11 in the morning. Taking a look at our 7-day for Marquette, mostly sunny tomorrow. I'll take it with a high of 42. And then we are getting really cold on Friday. We'll warm up a little bit this weekend. We've got International Polar Bear Day on Tuesday with a 40% chance of rain showers. And then Leap and Lizards Leap Day on Friday, we could see flurries return.
I can't get over the 48 on that 7-day. Alrighty, still ahead tonight, we are live in Washington, where a number of congressional members have announced they won't be seeking re-election this year. We have that report after this break.
Buckle's Party Store. It's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brewed beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckle's Party Store in Calumet. It's where the party starts for everyone.
Tonight, despite efforts to cap insulin prices, many are struggling.
To stay alive, she requires all of it.
How one family figured out a short-term solution, and a getaway day at the beach turns tragic for 2 young children. A warning for parents on the CBS Evening News.
Rated the best hearing aids of 2023 by Forbes, the Audien Atom 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. For just $189 a pair, the Atom 2 features 4 different hearing modes for all types of hearing loss. It packs crystal clear sound, a nearly invisible design, and is even rechargeable.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids. They're so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them. And the sound is amazing.
The Atom Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Join over 500,000 happy customers today and get the hearing you deserve.
Call 1-800-456-1762 or go to audionhearing.com to get your pair of Audien hearing aids starting at just $189.
For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in, sign up, it's easy. Go to upersunited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV 19. You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
If you think Congress is dysfunctional, you're apparently not the only one. The current 118th Congress is one of the least productive in decades, leading many lawmakers, especially in the House, headed for the doors. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon joins us live with the details on the congressional departures. Brendan, good evening.
Hey there, Sarah. Good evening. That's right. So at the conclusion of this 118th Congress later this year, there will have been nearly 50 House members who have called it quits. As to why they're leaving, some are retiring, some are seeking different office, elected office. But one general theme that they all have in common, many of them have in common, is their frustration with the dysfunction in the House.
Government stayed open. We'll continue to do our work.
In a Congress riddled by an unprecedented ouster of a speaker, a historic 15-ballot race for a new speaker.
The People's House is back in business.
And the rare expulsion of a member.
No comment. I did not have access to my phone.
Division and gridlock have become common. Now, dozens of House Democrats and House Republicans, including powerful and experienced committee chairs, are calling it quits.
A lot of these, really idiosyncratic, individualistic members of Congress who are younger really rode the wave of being anti-establishment. And now they're forcing out people who are part of the establishment.
Professor Todd Belt is the director of the Political Management Master's Program at George Washington University. He predicts less efficiency in a Congress with less moderate and experienced members.
These are people who have a lot of experience in how to get things done. I see that as making Congress even less efficient in the long run.
Among the many reasons lawmakers are leaving the halls of Congress, Belt says there's a concerning one that stands out more than the others.
There has been a tremendous uptick on threats on members of Congress and their families ever since the January 6th insurrection. And a lot of people just don't want to have to deal with that.
Only 39 bills and resolutions have become law at this point in the 118th Congress, the lowest since 1973. And Sarah, as far as the upper chamber goes, 7 senators are leaving. Some, like Michigan's Debbie Stabenow, are retiring. Others are seeking different elected offices as well. Reporting live on Capitol Hill for WZMQ 19 News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Sarah, back to you.
All right, Brendan, thank you very much. Meantime, ahead of the second anniversary of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the White House announced it's ready to unleash additional sanctions on Russia, but is keeping quiet on what those sanctions might look like. The president told reporters those sanctions will be released on Friday. The State Department says the sanctions are in connection to both the 2-year anniversary of the invasion and the death of Alexei Navalny. Navalny was Putin's top political opponent who had been held in a Russian prison. As far as what those sanctions look like, officials aren't giving too much away, only saying it will ramp up pressure on Russia.
We are always looking at additional ways that we can choke off the Russian war machine, that we can deny the Russian military-industrial complex components that it needs to use to fund its war effort, as well as to hold accountable those involved in it. So without getting into too much detail, like as I said 2 days before the announcement, you should expect them to follow the general direction of our past sanctions, as well as some sanctions specifically related to the death of Alexei Navalny.
Saturday will mark the second anniversary of the Russian invasion in Ukraine. The U.S. says it still hasn't determined how Navalny died, but the president says Russia's president is responsible for his death. In Michigan's capital, UP lawmakers are reminding constituents to reach out to their representatives when they need help working with state offices. There's a long list of services available at the state level that staff in Lansing are trained to help with. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more from the office of the 110th House District about the work being done to help residents across the UP.
Representative Markkinen's office. This is Marie. How can I help you?
Every representative's office in Lansing is staffed with a team to help answer emails and phone calls from members of their district.
We get calls from 90,000 people that we represent in the 110th district.
Representative Greg Markkinen and his team connect constituents to the offices in Lansing that are over 400 miles away.
I think for state government to run appropriately, it needs to be that mouthpiece for everybody in the state.
The Michigan House of Representatives website has all of the information to help figure out who your representative is and how to contact them. In the 110th, Representative Markkinen says they commonly help people with issues related to unemployment, taxes and returns, and businesses with building inspections.
A lot of people have a question. They don't know if we're somebody who can assist them in answering it, but if we're not, we try to connect them to who can.
Each state department has its own legislative liaison that offices can communicate with to help with questions or to help constituents navigate the Capitol bureaucracy.
I want people to feel comfortable calling. We want to hear those calls. We want to be advocates for our district, and we want everyone up there to know that they have a voice in Lansing.
Especially ahead of elections, Representative Markkinen says it's important to call and make sure any questions or concerns are heard. He explained that he can then take those concerns to the other UP lawmakers or into committees to influence legislation as it's written.
We're there for people when they call, and I ran on that premise way back in 2018 when I first got elected, and we're standing by it.
From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Still ahead tonight, it's all in the family. How a father-daughter duo is taking aim at heart health together. And later, the Northern Lights YMCA in Delta County is working on its capital campaign when you can attend a fundraiser party there. But first, here's your Upers United volunteer opportunity of the day. The Superior Arts Youth Theater is looking for someone with some carpentry skills to help with some woodworking at the Forrest Roberts Theater this Sunday. There are shifts between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Volunteers should have knowledge of the use of tools and be able to follow and give directions. To sign up to be a volunteer and find out more information or check out other opportunities, head to upersunited.com.
This Thursday night,
all right,
we couldn't be more excited about a new episode of So Help Me Todd.
And so should you be. So should be you. So be you should.
I will never understand you two.
This may be the most important case that Crestfolding and Wright has ever had.
Huge, mind-blowing.
Todd, he's a mess, and I am not to blame for any of this.
It's a new So Help Me Todd. Thursday, 9/8 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Mike Ludlum Sports, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Diamonds. I'd make my nest out of diamonds.
I'd never eat another worm in my life.
Oh, yep. One ticket and we could be sitting on a gold mine.
The Powerball jackpot. It's all anyone can talk about.
This is home for CBS, WZMQ 19.
What's happening in Washington affects you directly here in the Upper Peninsula. I'm Rachel Knapp.
And I'm Brendan Scanlon. We track the issues and positions of the elected lawmakers you send to Washington.
We're on Capitol Hill every day reporting on what you care about most.
Education, your money, student loans, health care, safety, and privacy.
Coverage you can count on live from our bureau in America's capital.
Only here on WZMQ 19 News.
Scott Minshaw reports at 6 at 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
A dynamic duo is on a life-saving mission fighting heart disease with fitness during American Heart Month. Stephanie Stahl has one father and daughter story.
Walking up hills.
Yeah. It's a journey of survival for Jeff Perez, working out with his daughter Stephanie in Northeast Philadelphia.
I feel better, I feel stronger.
For 12 years now, the 62-year-old has been struggling with cardiomyopathy, a weak heart muscle.
I was starting to have a lot of chest pains and a lot of shortness of breath.
With his heart failing, Jeff says he'll eventually need a heart transplant. For now, he's being kept alive with an LVAD that's like an external heart pump.
These are the batteries.
There are thousands of people like Jeff waiting for transplants. He's hoping to improve his odds by being in the best shape he can.
You're really working out here, huh?
Stephanie, the general manager of This Planet Fitness, is overseeing her dad's fitness routine.
It's really nice to just have him here.
What do you do to keep him motivated to work out?
Rough him up. No, I always check on him.
Jeff is also carefully monitored by his doctors at Temple, who have told him these daily workouts are critical.
I got scared at first. And I remember my dad, what he went through before he passed away. He was 63 when he died of the same thing.
Is that the one you want?
Fighting heart disease is a family affair, with Stephanie now paying attention to her own heart health while being focused on her dad.
He's always done everything for me, so I want to return that as much as I can.
Staying in lockstep, working out, hopeful for a brighter future, and having fun together. Do you guys like working out together?
Yeah.
No.
Mixing laughter with fitness for stronger hearts.
There are currently about 3,300 people on the waiting list for a heart transplant. In other health news, a new study finds annual breast cancer screening beginning at age 40 and continuing to at least age 79 saves the most lives. Researchers from Dartmouth reviewed the outcomes of different scenarios, including screening every other year and starting screening at age 50. They found annual screening beginning at age 40 lowered the risk of death by 41%. And people who eat a healthy plant-based diet are less likely to suffer dangerous snoring caused by obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. That's according to researchers in Australia, who found those who ate a diet high in vegetables, fruit, whole grains, and nuts were 19% less likely to be suffering from OSA. But researchers also found people who ate an unhealthy plant-based diet high in refined grains, potatoes, and sweets were at a 22% higher risk. We will be dry again tonight and for your Thursday morning commute. Air has the outlook next.
I would say working at Goodwill is it's a very good job. Co-workers are all real nice. It's a good team environment.
What I like most about my job is meeting new friends and create stronger bonds.
Everybody's always willing to help out if they see somebody, struggling or something, that, they need assistance with something, they always help them out.
Goodwill treats their employees phenomenally well.
Shop and donate to your local Goodwill.
Stuck with engine troubles? Norway Auto Sales and Service is here to rescue you. From pesky engine glitches to routine maintenance like oil changes and meticulous detailing, our specialists have the solution for your vehicle. You can also count on us for affordable 24-hour towing. Conveniently located on US 2, our full-service garage ensures your vehicle's peak performance. Trust us to get you back on the road swiftly. Call 906-563-8300 now and trust Norway Auto Sales and Service to revive your ride.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, country music superstar Kane Brown.
Ooh, did y'all hear that?
Plus, HGTV Week gets down home fab with Chelsea and Cole DeBoer. And it is time for our Knock Star. Get ready, Rhode Island. We're coming for you.
Surprise! It's me, Jennifer!
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6. A world at your fingertips gives you the advantage. Scan this right now. Weather, local news, community events, amazing video. It's cool. It's all yours. It's free. And it's on demand. Do it. Download the app from 19 News. Now you know.
We've got partly to mostly cloudy skies this evening. That patchy fog likely to start later on around 10 p.m. So be prepared if you're driving anywhere tomorrow evening or in the morning, as that could continue for mostly the southern counties here. It'll be about 27 in the morning, warming up to 41 in the afternoon.
Finally tonight, Escanaba's Northern Lights YMCA is gearing up for one of its biggest events of the year. The Y's annual fundraising party takes place March 1st at the Island Resort and Casino. This year's theme is Dining by Fireflies. It'll feature dinner, beer and wine tasting, games, raffles, a silent auction. Tickets are $50 each and go toward the Y's annual campaign, ensuring Delta County residents will continue to benefit from the Y's resources and programs.
Allows us to be able to go out in the community and actually tackle some of the critical needs in the community. Healthy out of school time, safe childcare, family time to come together as a unit. We are incredibly grateful by those who support our efforts to make that happen.
Registration ends February 29th, Leap Day. Tickets are going fast. Head to our website for the details. That's it for now. We'll see you back here tonight at 11:10 Central.
I'm angry, I'm sad.